it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all peak flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing scale.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
55. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Jet. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, stand off. Two.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Pardon, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
On second and a yard, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Justin Houston, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hey, Alpha.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off play action, Tannehill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jabal Sheard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. Come on, team on it. Team on it. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the flat. Watch the flat. Watch the flat. Watch the flat.
It's Jordan Wilkins here, 2nd-year man from Ole Miss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Ebron's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. Want this. 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll run here with Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd down and goal. Taylor under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch the screen.
Here's Taylor to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's back forward. Come on, 56. Go. 54. Mike, 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike's 53.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill now to throw. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. A solid stiff arm. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Ready to break. Time to go. Check it back.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He's coming. Go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is
Taylor hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Suckup for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Cameron Wake racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He's tired of me.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point try now for Suckup. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Titans 48, Colts nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg? Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Succop, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 12-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's Taylor. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Taylor on third down throws incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Hey, exit.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You got nothing.
Brissett now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards on the ground. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, here's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Once again, it's Barber. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Jim. Arvin. Ready, go.
They'll run for it. It's Mack. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 78 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On second down now, it's Mack, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up third and 13.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. It's taken to the 26. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 43.
61, Matchbox Lights. Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Check 53.
Go.
Switch it.
Mike.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Delta.
Check 3. Deuce. Watch.
22 jet bomber.
Six guy. Check 6 guy. Check.
Deep rip.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Check. You can't block me.
To throw again, Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Colts on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
51's the mic.
4th down, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Harold Landry. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to pour it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Matt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Barber on 1st and 10. Room here to run. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Tannehill going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, hey, Mike 7.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Shoot.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be second down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Tannehill. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Smoke.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Yes.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now.
Tannehill throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.